Hello, I'm Tony Conkle. The film you are about to see came as a result of the dramatic change in the showroom scene in early Las Vegas. Back in the early 40s and 50s, most major hotel showrooms or cabarets featured stars of radio, stage, and screen. Opening for these artists were usually 6 to 8 beautiful girl dancers, backed by the house orchestra. Then, in July 1958, the newly opened Stardust Hotel introduced to America the world-famous Lido de Paris, an original musical revue direct from Paris that incorporated many theatrical innovations. It also included a huge cast of boy and girl dancers, along with a bevy of topless mannequins or showgirls. The first Lido show, Ces't Magnifique, created an instant sensation. Later, when Amour, the next production, was in preparation, the seed was planted to put this second extraordinary performance on film. The film was shot under existing lighting conditions in 16mm black and white, offering a visual glimpse from both the audience and backstage. This is probably the only complete film of a major production of that era in existence. Enjoy.
Backstage at the world-famous Stardust Theater restaurant. Probably the most unique and flexible stage of its kind in the world, utilizing 6 elevators, an authentic waterfall, a full indoor swimming pool, a dazzling display of fireworks, a movable ice rink, and uses a closed-circuit television monitor in conjunction with an intercommunication system that coordinates perfectly the spectacular mechanical highlights that have been viewed and marveled by over 1 million people. In the dressing rooms, it's just about showtime, and the dancers apply makeup and dress for the first of their 6 major changes. Very little time is wasted during these changes, since the Bluebell Girls are the stars of the show and are featured for the greater portion of the program. The Ballet Alaria, an internationally known group of dancers, share the spotlight during this spectacle of spectacles. Starring specialty acts include ice skater Margie Lee, mannequin Marion Conrad, and soprano Beverly Richards. The Great Marco, baritone John Giuliano, and tenor Jack Raines. La Scala de Milan opera star Gino Donati. Les Lucky Latinos provide comedy and acrobatics. The wardrobe department, an integral part of the show, keeps the costumes as fresh as opening night. Refreshment facilities are provided backstage and are being enjoyed at the moment by Molly, Charmaine, and I believe that's Sally. Sally seems to be having some trouble with the machine. Or is it the bottle? Oh well, you'd better forget it, Sally. It's curtain time.
Stardust presents Lido de Paris and Ces't, Amour. Conceived and produced by Pierre-Louis Garant and René Frede. Staged and directed by Don Arden. Moi, je m'appelle Beverly Richard. Et maintenant, voici les girls, les Bluebell Girls.
Far corners of the world they came. England, France, Germany, Spain, Denmark, and Ireland to thrill audiences nightly with their superlative dance routines. Known as the Bluebell Girls, this team of chorines and mannequins travel far and wide, working in the smallest cabaret to the largest clubs, bringing high-stepping entertainment to thousands on the continent.
The world is not really round, its shape you state like a pear. Well, it's yet to be proved, but we're not contrary. We're here to prove how it's shaped in Paris. You rocket your ships to far outer space. It's true that you've got us there. But just wait till you see what we rock in Paris. We rock you out of your chair in Paris.
Les Bluebell Mannequins, 12 international beauties, headed by provocative Marion Conrad. average of 1,600 patrons enjoy these performances nightly. Now they have taken America by storm, and soon they will have work to more people in these United States than in Paris itself, the home of the Lido. Les Lido de Paris, synonymous with spectacular stage productions in France, combining precision dancing, lively music, gaily colored costumes, now makes its American home in fabulous Las Vegas, a true compliment to the fun capital of the world. Backstage during the next number, action is being viewed on the closed-circuit television screen. The Stardust sound system is an extremely elaborate apparatus consisting of 18 amplifiers, 51 preamps, 32 microphones located throughout the theater. The orchestra has 6 mics alone. Sound effects, an echo chamber, and stereo tape mechanism round out this complete installation. To keep this entire production at peak performance, contact with the sound engineer, lighting engineer, and backstage facilities is constantly maintained. Speed is an all-important in staging a show such as the Lido. Stage waits are critically timed for split-second choreography. Any flaws either in dancing or mechanical aspects are closely watched. Preparation for the Ivory Japanese number takes little time, since many of the scenic pieces are suspended or flown, eliminating the time-consuming process of carrying the heavy and often very tall flats. Since storage is always a problem, most of the show is suspended above the stage. Safety, an important factor on a stage as complex as this, is a necessity. When all is clear, the control booth is informed. The masks used in the Ivory Japanese are creative masterpieces, and each headdress must be carefully handled. Audience watched the great Marco balance a sword and dagger tip to tip, a daring feat in any language. This German youth has traveled Europe extensively before appearing at the Café Continental. any doubt of the authenticity of the sword is dispelled in one thrust as the crowd heartily applauds. On cue from the main control booth, the next number gets underway. Costumes, handmade individually in France, are works of art and are as authentic as Japan itself. Even the warriors are impressive in their gold and ivory attire in this, the Ivory Procession. Precious little time to convert the scenery for the next section. With every movement, the coordination and speed gives us, in a matter of minutes, a different appearance. Stagehands work as a unit to assemble the sets that serve as the background for the next production.
Chi sarà e come sarà tutto? Che dirà, chi amerà pater.
Things are pretty well under control back here, so let's leave these people for the moment and catch the ice wizardry of Margie Lee. With vocal support from Beverly Richards and Jack Raines, Margie is a picture of skill and grace as she performs her interpretation of Puccini's Madame Butterfly. Perfect coordination from music to lights is easily achieved through the use of headphones. The 4-ton ice rink is lowered into the basement below. Time is of the utmost importance. The stage personnel are quick to remove guide rails while the huge platform moves to its berth. Seconds later, the elevators are silently on their way. Using a 7.5-ton compressor that can comfortably cool a 10-room home, this gargantuan ice cube has proven an exciting innovation in design and use. Costumes that are handmade, these dazzling ensembles create an illusion that is breathtaking. Dancers glide in unison. The Bluebell mannequins, complete with parakeets rising on a massive staircase, shimmering cymbals so symbolic of the Oriental mood, lend their notes to the modern Japan.
Sail away on a moonlight tide on a a stream where dreams do come true. We will sail away on a dreamboat ride, on a night that's moonlight blue. We'll find bliss, understand, and kiss under stars that shine above. Life will be wonderful, you see, wonderful. We'll be in love from one day when I found you till today with you for my own. From this
Backstage, the
day
property men are busy replacing the ivory headdresses, a part of the 100-odd props that... Sally, are you certain you put the money in the machine?
Yes.
my
Oh.
heart beats for
Swirling capes and brilliant orchestral background combine to offer the grand finale of the modern Japan. A never-to-be-forgotten experience. That is what is said of Lido.
this day on my heart beats for you.
While the next act performs, the stage manager, by using the closed-circuit television monitor, makes what revisions that are necessary to keep the show in proper sequence. Last-minute changes, mechanical delays, and injuries create the situations that require attention. There is little room for guesswork. The strike of the modern Japan set is already in progress. The audience is being treated to the acrobatic dexterity of Les Lucky Latinos. Under the careful direction of the stage carpenter, the various scene changes run as smooth as clockwork. Experienced stage personnel are a key factor in the efficiency of the operation. Probably the most unusual and talked about scene of the Lido show is the one now under preparation. A waterfall 30 feet wide by 15 feet high takes shape. On cue from the head flyman, the waterfall framework is lowered onto the stage by the crew manning the huge winch some 60 feet above. With an assist from the stagehands, this structure of steel and wood, mesh and canvas settles into place, while out front, the humorous antics of Les Lucky Latinos keeps the audience rocking. Completion of the waterfall set is rapid. Side flaps are to prevent oversplash. Because of the tremendous weight that is carried on the frame, the construction required a great amount of steel plates to reinforce the entire building. After all is set, the final check is made of the supports and cross members. The complexity of the structure can now be appreciated. The flexible hoses that supply the water from the pumps to the troughs above are regularly examined for leaks. In the basement, the motors, or pumps, are given the final inspection. Each of the 8 pumps can produce 600 gallons of water per minute. At full capacity, 4,800 gallons of water is sent flowing up and over the cascade. When all is in readiness, the message is relayed to the main control booth. Their flawless precision is dazzling. The Latinos, Larry, Sandro, and Arturo, have given theater-goers all over the globe a fresh presentation of an ever-popular routine. Utilizing 3 spotlight operators, a lighting engineer, and a sound technician, this highly skilled crew work as a single unit. The Café Continental takes great pride in presenting, by way of Buenos Aires, Cairo, Rome, Athens, Beirut, and Paris, the Alfredo Alaria Ballet, one of the most exciting group of dancers to be seen and appreciated in the United States, performing their interpretation of Trinidad. Pulsating rhythm, authentic costumes. This storytelling dance is as alive as the land of the coffee bean and blue skies. Such is the mood in the West Indies as the Alaria troupe displays an originality that marks this outstanding group of dancers. prelude for the number that follows. A true spectacle. The Lido offers to the public unsurpassed entertainment.
Out of Ces't, more water. Pour water.
Amidst the roar of rushing water, the Bluebell Girls take their places as the audience applauds this marvel of illusion. Flowing over the cascade into a swimming pool, the water is then recirculated back to the pumps to complete this wondrous effect. Spellbound, the audience thrills to the Bluebell Cascade. From the heart of the Amazon comes this ritual dance of evil and sacrifice. Beseeching forgiveness for her sin, this raven-haired maiden begs Chango, the god of fear and strength, to cleanse her of the evil spirits. Featuring one of Argentina's most colorful ballerinas, Miss Maria Elena Ru performs Santo. ably assisted by the Eladia troupe, Miss Rue has won international acclaim for her exceptional interpretations of authentic South American dances. The dance reaches a frenzied pace as it thunders its way to a fanatic climax.
Stardust is proud to present director La Scala de Milan Opera. Their leading tenor, Signor Gino Donati.
Gino Donati and George Sbardella have entertained over 2 million people at the Café Continental, setting an unprecedented record. Performing on television in Europe, as well as in the United States, this team provides humor, acrobatics, and operatic flavoring to give the theater goers an unparalleled display of dexterity, balance, and coordination. The strike or breakdown of the waterfall is a quick and efficient process. The crew on the winch hoist away, and slowly the massive Ces't that weighs over 3,000 pounds rises from the floor. Under the close observation from below, the mammoth piece of ingenious design folds away into an area less than 6 feet deep. Striking scenery is as important as making the Ces't. The ever-present element of time is of the utmost importance. The waterfall is folded away for the next... Oh, no. The drops are flown, and the next scene, a totally different effect, is now in the offing.
Silenzio, please.
A giant staircase mounted on wheels to move rapidly is put into position.
Communist. When I think I could have fallen.
To help speed the Ces't and to offset the tremendous weight, a total of 12 men combined forces to unfold the hinged lower section. The Ces't, complete in moments, awaits its turn in this cavalcade of wondrous splendor. Stunning in a gown of flame red and pompous waves, Beverly Richards electrifies the audience.
If I could move in time, if I could turn the page, I'd go back to an age on beauty like this to gaze. I'd mount upon my steed. I wouldn't waste much time. I'd go and find a lady fair whose heart with mine would rhyme. These forms divine make me dream. Such dreams men dreamed long ago. These joys were touched by a...
From out of the past, the gowns and headdresses aglow from jewels and rhinestones reflect an aura of grandeur.
Who would move in time with me?
Technically, the Stardust has no pier. Close to 1,000 lights for various purposes hang over the stage, representing 340,000 watts of power. This staircase is over 40 feet long and weighs more than 5,000 pounds. Enough lumber went into the stairway to build the framework for a house, taking over 3 weeks to construct. The fire curtain is a totally enclosed asbestos and plexiglass structure with its own exhaust fans. Since the opening night, more than 40,000 fireworks have been used on this stage.
Ces't Paris. Just never touch the floor. And when you feel a thrill, you just adore. You know your heaven's nearer than before. It could be yours, that love in Paris. And when you take a trip, you'll be sure. And that the thing to do is come and see Paris.
With capacities of 80 tons per shaft, the elevators rise majestically as the grand finale, ablaze with rampant color and pomp, makes this truly an unforgettable night. Le Ballet Alaria. Marion Conrad. The Great Marco. Miss Margie Lee. Gino Donati and George Bardella. Les Lucky Latinos. A fitting end for the show of shows. Still no luck? Oh well, at least you're ready for the next show.
So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your trip back to early Las Vegas show business history.